Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So today I want to show you my brand new scooter, my very first scooter ever. This is the Kymco Super 8 150X. And I got this from a place called Scooter Stop down in South Carolina. And they deliver all over the country. So I took delivery of this yesterday, still learning it, still getting the hang of it. But I wanted to show you this scooter, this 2021 model. Haven't seen too many videos about it. So I just kind of want to go over it. And then in some future videos, I'm going to be doing a little bit of riding around on it, just kind of getting my bearings. So yeah, with this being 150cc, the vast majority of states, if not all states, will require you to have a motorcycle endorsement on your license. This 150cc can get you up to around 60 miles per hour, give or take. Of course, it's all going to depend on if you're on an incline and how much weight you have on it, but generally speaking, about 60 miles an hour, good enough for city riding, but don't take it on the highway. It is not meant for that. This is quite dangerous. All right, so here's a look at the front, and then over on the right side as well. Awesome. So let me show you around, show you what you can expect to get if you want to get one of these. First, when you get it, it's going to come with a couple of keys. This is just one of the keys that I have here. And you got a few different functions down there where the ignition is. You got the off, you can lock the steering, and then you have the on position. If you want to lock the steering, which is good for security purposes, you can like turn the wheel just like that, put the key in, give it a turn, and then the steering is locked. Makes it a little bit more difficult for someone to try to steal it because they won't be able to straighten it up to wheel it off. And in order to undo that, just put the key in there again, just give it a turn, that frees it up. All right, let's just flip it over to the on position. Had the blinker engaged, but just kind of like by default, that light's going to be on, kind of like how the daytime running lamps work in cars. But you have the option of flipping this switch up here. That'll give you some brights. So you see, like, that's the brights, without the brights. And then this switch down at the bottom here, you can flash. You want to, signal to someone, hey, you go ahead. That's what you do there. Turn signals, you flip it over to the left, get that going. They're audible. You can hear them very well. You have to push it in to cancel it. They're not auto canceling. Most scooters aren't. Same thing for the right side. Down here is the horn. I'm not going to really blaze it, but there you go. That's the horn. Pretty loud horn. And then over on the other side, it's the kill switch for the ignition. If you got it up like that, you're not going to be able to start it. You got it down like that, you will be able to start it. And down there is the electronic starter, which you'll use most of the time. But if the electronic starter isn't working, you can also start it with this right here, this little kickstart. So I will start it up for you just to see what it kind of sounds like. You gotta turn it over to the on position if it's not already. So starts up pretty good. It's not very loud. Let it warm up for a couple of minutes before you take it off. You'll be good to go. I'm gonna turn that off. Here's the center stand that's down here. When you're on level ground, you engage the center stand. That back wheel is usually off the ground, but since things are a little bit of an angle back here, it's on the ground. So I'm not going to rev it or anything because it'll try to take off, and that's not what I want it to do. Let's see, what else we got here? You can take this key out. You got yourself some storage, and then you also have this backrest. The backrest is one of the things that got my attention. You can just lift this up, and that functions as a backrest for you. And then also under here is the gas cap, which in order to open it, you have to put the key in. And then in order to keep yourself from bending the key, you just turn the metal part like that. So don't turn the key when you got the gas, when trying to get gas, because you'll bend the key. And then you got to kind of push this up, and then that goes back down. The flies are coming out tonight. They're going to eat me alive. Here's the storage back here for the key. For the keyhole, you turn that, it makes this go up. Now, here are some different things that I have in here just for security's sake when I go and I park it. Got myself a big kryptonite New York forget about it chain, weighs like 15 pounds. This is also my cover that I'll use to cover it up. But as far as what comes in here, when you get this brand new, it's going to have like the manual inside there, as well as some of the warranty information, stuff like that. You also get this toolkit. Toolkit has inside of it this Phillips head screwdriver. Got yourself a wrench, and you got yourself a socket here, I believe, for spark plugs. So they give that to you all for free. Then inside here is where you can do some maintenance on your carburetor if you need to. There's the carburetor under there. Little screw right there that you'll use to adjust your idle should you need to. And this storage is good enough for fitting a not a full face helmet, but like a half helmet. You should be able to fit that in there. But in my case, you know, I'm just using it for now to store the security stuff. Take the key out. Up front, you also got a little hook right here. If you want to hold some groceries or something on here, you can. This part is really flexible, so you just kind of move that back, put your bags on there. So you got a little bit of storage there. You also have a kickstand, traditional kickstand right there. So you can use the kickstand or the center stand. Center stand, of course, is going to give you more stability. And then you also have a place for your passenger to hold their feet right here if you got a passenger on the back. And you got some grab bars right here. So yeah, this thing weighs about 244 pounds. Holds 1.3 gallons of gas, gets you about 66 miles to the gallon. That's not very remarkable as far as scooters go, but in the grand scheme of things, you'll still be spending a lot less on gas than you would with a traditional car, or car in general, not really traditional. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm still learning with this thing, getting myself around. And there's that odometer. I just want to turn it on again because it's brand freaking spanking new. So you can kind of see, I mean, it's got 8 miles on it, full tank of gas. Got a lot of riding to do on this thing. Pretty decent mirrors. They stay in place. They're nice and firm. But yeah, this whole thing is going to be a learning experience for me. So I'm going to be doing some videos on this, mount a camera to my helmet or whatever, and just kind of come along with me with this new experience. I'm always getting into something, right? But anyway, it's the Kymco Super 8 150X. All out the door. If you want to know the price, $2,600 out the door, at least from Scooter Stop. So that's it. Look forward to some more videos about this. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy. Talk to you later.